Ladies and gentlemen, in the eve of the Yom Kippur, we have the real estate agent Sara here with us. As you can see, your host MC Photo will ask her some questions how to buy real estate. Let's find out who Sara is and what do you do and what's your credibility there.
Okay, I'm Sara Golan. I work with the Sirhan team at Nest Seekers, and I work out of the Brooklyn office in Bed-Stuy. And
Nice.
I've been working with Ryan Sirhan for the past 8 months, and it's been a transition, but it's going really well, and I'm enjoying it.
Okay, is that your first real estate assignment or you worked in?
No, it's not. As a matter of fact, I've been in real estate. I actually started in real estate when I was 19 at a development company in Queens, New York. And from there, I've also worked in the mortgage business for 6 years and got married. And my husband, who's a broker, also for the past 20 years, we opened an office together. And we've worked in Queens, we've worked in Long Island, and then we noticed that
what are the
Brooklyn,
traits that gets the real estate people stay and some people leave? You need to be sales oriented. You need to
no,
have
not
time.
necessarily sales oriented. You have to be service oriented. You have to
Service. They work in the stores. Like
no,
service,
but,
like
but it's a
could be
different
in the-
kind of service that you provide. What we're giving people, we're giving them knowledge about the market. We're showing them the right properties. We're building relationships, and we're trying to get them the best deal on properties that they're looking for.
Okay.
So yeah.
What justifies a great deal? Whether the price, how do you, or the location, like, let's say new listing come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we know it's a great deal or this deal will be forever?
Well, you have to know the market. You have to know what
I
things
don't know
are.
the market.
No,
I'm a-
it's no. The agent has to know the market and know what's a good deal.
But how do I know if the agent knows anything? Look, I'm wealthy, right? I have plenty of money, so I always buy real estate. I always consider look into this. My question to you is, how do I know are you any good? Do I check that you wear expensive jewelry, or do I check how many deals you close? Do I go for the rookie who will put a lot of time into my work, or I go for someone who is experienced? How do I just what do I know? What's a
Well,
good deal?
first of all, you do the research on the agent that you're working with. You check, their profile.
I'm buying the property,
You're
not
buy-
the agent.
You're buying the property, but it's who's helping you to buy this property. Is this the good deal? Getting back to the good deal about the house, you have to check. I mean, go visit the property, see the condition of it, see if it's priced.
But I'm not into this. I like to make money, lots of money. So I don't have time for that. Like I can look into this. Each property looks to me pretty much the
So
same.
then your agent will advise.
Do I rely on
right,
an
your
agent?
agent. If you're buying numbers, your agent will advise you. What if it's a rental property? What are the rents going for? How much money you have to put in to renovate that
How
property?
do we validate those questions? Okay, the agent say it's a great deal. How do I make sure it's a great deal? How do I ask another agent? Do I ask my lawyer? Do I ask my wife? Do I, how do I make sure those numbers are legit?
You look at what the other properties are selling for on the market, and you compare. You compare what the house a couple blocks away sold for, what the appraised value is.
But the market changes all the time. The new family moves on the block, the price goes up. Maybe the Trump's out of the office, the market is going the other direction. We don't know what's the future holds, right?
I mean, nobody's looking at a crystal ball for real estate, but you are looking at where the market, where it's moving. I mean, you look at emerging neighborhoods like East New York, which we were selling last year at $500,000. This year I'm selling the same house for $850,000. You see the value, the equity that's in the property.
How do you create that feel of a crystal ball that you know the answers? Why people trust you?
Why people trust me. It's the experience also that I have. I'm also an investor. I buy properties, I renovate them, I sell them back. And I look at it, when I'm looking at an investment property for a buyer, I look at it as though I'm buying this and how much money I'm going to make on it.
Right.
So I think if you have that experience, you're able to guide your buyers because of having that experience.
So as a fellow investor,
As a fellow investor, I'm able to
Gotcha.
advise them.
Do you have any funny story for the viewers about real estate? by any chance?
Funny stories. I mean, you have clients that are so picky and they'll come and they'll ask for the weirdest thing. Like I had one client when we were selling bushwick houses with still having carpeting. A client walks in with like a limo and an entourage and they want, oh no, I want radiant floors in the bathroom, kitchens and the living rooms and I want fancy walls, and they come with crazy expectations, and it's like, no, this is what you're buying. My developer is not going to make those kind of changes for you. So when they come up with crazy things and you try to fit it into their budget, it gets kind of ridiculous at times.
Is there a sad story for us, maybe?
Yes. So as I mentioned, we do buy properties, and my husband and I, we were working with a buyer on an estate sale, and she got very sick. During the process, the woman got cancer, and she literally depended on us she had no family member. It was such a heartbreaking story. It was an elderly woman and she had no one, so my husband would go to the hospital, take her medicine, and
wow,
she would be the one that she would reach out to him and reach out to me, and then we learned that she passed away. And we're still in process, like she had him, in charge of the estate, but it was just a sad thing that we couldn't close the deal when she was still alive. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a little bit traumatic.
In the last couple of days been kind of dramatic in the scenes around me. I don't know if you know Yelena Sabol. She passed away yesterday. She was like only 32, and we've been doing films and production. So a few months ago we spoke, and she barely mentioned that she had cancer and all those things, and only
it's very
now you just find out that the young girl that just been modeling and doing stuff,
absolutely,
she's not there.
I lost a friend at 32 from cancer, and to see somebody just deteriorate like that, so it's a horrible disease.
Yeah, real estate is something real that holds and you can touch it. It's a legacy. So like you think about the future, like something that's tangible that you can sell. It's a big ticket item versus like life that very today we have it, tomorrow is not. So on the eve of the Yom Kippur, happy.
Thank you.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna be fasting. My table is set. And yeah, I'm looking forward to spending the weekend with the family and just praying and going to the synagogue. And yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you for having me.